and dudettes, welcome back to the bench, the stone heavy sweatshop. And what do we got going on today? We're back on LEDs. In case you saw the other video, right? I put the resistors on the LEDs, talked a little bit about why they have to be there. And so what I'm doing today, because of course we don't want all this exposed wiring to be able to you know, short out to ground on the case or whatever, anything. We don't want anything touching it. So unfortunately, because of my fucked up design, I got all this time on my hands. I go, you know, how do I make this take longer? You know, so what I'm gonna do here is actually shrink tube around all that exposed wiring. You know, if you, oh, by the way, if you're wondering what this badass soundtrack in the background, you probably think there's some kind of cool fucking sci-fi movie going on. No, 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 no. Although all those movies that you see now, whatever, Interstellar, all these kind of sci-fi movies that have these synthesizer soundtracks, they're all copying basically this guy and a couple other German guys. This is Klaus Schulze, who was a member of Tangerine Dream and then went on his own, and he's one of the pioneers of synthesizer music, and it's just absolutely brilliant. I mean, copied by everyone, anyone and everyone. The dude was a real pioneer. So Klaus Schulze with a K, K-L-A-U-S, Schulze. You probably know how to spell Schulze. So go check some of that out. Okay, so what I'm doing is shrink tubing here, and hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. A little handful of those things. Oh shit. So yeah, I got to sit here now and do hundreds of these things. I've got my little soldering buddy here that has these little clamps that allow me to kind of hang on to a bunch of things at once. If you're soldering frequently, you know, you want to be doing your own projects, and or you have before, and you've almost just completely lost your shit trying to hold, right? It's like you need a third arm, right? Some of us got a third leg, but we don't have a third arm, you know, and you're trying to solder something on like this and you're holding it like that, right? And then you got the soldering iron, and then you're holding the solder with your fucking teeth, trying to solder and eating lead, you know, and soldering. Forget it, man. You get these things, you know, pick one of these things up on Amazon or whatever, and it's, you know, it's got these clips to help you hold everything. I mean, come on. So I'm not going to waste a bunch of time. I know you got shit to do. I don't. I mean, this keeps me busy, but I just want you guys to see the process of what I go through here, man. You know, here's something crazy that I was thinking about. Obviously, we have laws for a very good reason. You can't force a man to work for free, right? We call that slavery. But then it's a bit of a conundrum when you think about, you know, the ramifications of making yourself work without pay. What is that called? It's right. If you do that, you're an entrepreneur. But if you make another man do it, it's slavery. I don't know. I don't know what the point. There's no point to that. But I do find that interesting. So I guess the point is, you know, if you buy one of my pedals, you're supporting a dude that's just trying to make an honest living here, you know. All right, so now that I've got these loaded up, and actually I could probably get 3 into each clip, but again, because I know you've got shit to do, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the last step, which is, you know, I got this little heat gun. I like the shape of this one, I guess. It kind of reminds me of a slender blue eggplant. All right, what I'm gonna go flip it on. It's gonna get a little noisy. I'm gonna speak up here, and then we're just gonna go ahead and heat up the shrink tube. You know, this thing gets to just about the right temperature. So that you're not burning stuff, but hot enough to make the shrink tubing tighten up. And then that's it. Sit here and blow around these things, get that shrink tubing to contract. This stuff will expand. It's pretty common for shrink tubing to contract to about half of its diameter. So, in other words, I think this is 2 millimeter shrink tubing. So, right, once I apply heat, it's going to contract to 1 millimeter. So it's going to hold everything nice and tight. It's going to keep those exposed portions from touching anything, and it looks really nice too. You know, you open up the pedal and look inside, and it's nice to see the craftsmanship, you know, the little attention to detail. I like when I see that kind of work in products that I buy. And also I color code, right? I color code the shrink tubing. So these are the green LEDs. Okay, so I put green shrink tubing. So when I'm building the pedals, you know, it makes it that much easier to make sure I'm grabbing the right part. Pretty cool, huh? All right, man. Well, listen, guys, I'll see you on the next video. You know, maintain a high frequency, fill yourself with love, and you know, we'll be chatting again soon. Peace out.